input. Okay.
Okay, thank you. They're calling the meeting to order for the Port of Allen Water Advisory Committee special meeting for November 24th, 2025. Anyway, roll call. Jeff Carey.
Scott Gordon.
Jim Freeman.
Okay, public comments. No public here. Any public on Zoom? I do not see any. Okay. So number 4, discussion recommendations of JDK builds extension application.
So this extension application is an extension of the Kitsap Housing Phase 2 project, which is been fully installed on the underground end. So the back of the packet, I think is where she put it, is a single page for that Lakeland utility lot. The Kitsap Housing.
Yeah, yes.
It's right very back, so where she put it for the whole packet.
This
On the
one.
very last page, yeah. I had trouble finding it first place. For that, in conjunction with the single page here from JK Builds, they're both engineered by Olson. They kind of went in together on the booster pump, but they were separate on the engineering, so it's still done by the same engineering firm. So one of the big things I can see on the JK Builds extension design is that it's probably gonna need an airbag area.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, sir.
Oh, it's definitely gonna need an airbag at the end of the system. I mean, it is a pressure line, but you should still have it.
And that was one of my questions. What's the elevation change here?
Elevation change, it flattens out a little bit over there, but it's still kind of hilly, so.
Yeah.
So I know at the one corner it's 112. Roughly 115 at the low southeast corner of Kitsap 2, phase 2.
Yeah,
And up in here when you say, you're talking about where the end of the line is exactly?
yeah,
With, you want an elevation?
Yeah, or just,
It's-
I just
I think
want to
it's-
see if it needed an airbag and
It's-
it's gonna.
It's roughly around 180, so there's about 670 feet.
this is all subject to the booster pump station, so it's not on the gravity portion, but it's. It's still getting up there.
Yeah, so this is the first time maybe that I'm looking at it. Can you, well, I'm looking at road B here. And the black line right here. Is that the new,
Okay,
is that
no,
the
no,
new?
so that's the current,
That's storm sewer, that's SS.
sure,
is that
so the
right?
line goes wrapping around here. And this is the Kitsap housing, which is finished, and this is where the water line comes in here
Okay,
to come over to the single page on the JDK builds.
so that would be,
That one right there.
that would be this one.
Yeah.
Okay,
So they had some adjustments made to their utility plan, and they gave it to me in 2 sections, so. Right here is where that line is popping out of right here.
okay. So this here is us,
Yep.
4-inch C900 is what they're putting
Yep.
in?
And
Or
then,
you said this is already installed or?
no, this
coming?
is already installed, and this would sit right here on this part of the plan. Where this water line here comes in right here,
Aha,
so that's your,
Well, there's,
this is existing,
that's existing,
this is the new,
this is the new one.
okay, I'm with you. What
where
was that?
you got,
Where's the water line coming to this
Okay,
one?
so do us.
This
So
one
that-
here?
What does sound like?
So the water line comes in right here, right there,
Yeah,
and then take that and flip it upside down. And right where the end of this road is
yeah.
where that water line pops in right there, so that line there is actually this line here.
So it goes over to that.
is,
Yeah.
okay, so ready for questions? Question. While looking at this Kitsap utility plan. It looks like it's all 4-inch up and through here, and it's saying. It's PVC,
Yeah, it's
C900 all the way up through here.
correct.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay.
They installed iron ductile on the gravity portion of the system to the hydrant. But there won't be a hydrant in this part of the development because it's all within the required range of the hydrant installed here at the Kitsap housing development.
Okay, and you said this is on the boosted line coming off the pumps.
Correct.
So that's why it's 4 inch.
Right.
This line is basically going to dead end and really not be added on
It
to
won't be able to be added on to unless there's upgrades done to the
booster station.
booster station and a Department of Health
Roof.
application, because this was a Department of Health application on this. So
Okay,
they only certified it for 17 connections, and it's actually only going to encompass 15. Because JDK Builds got themselves one duplex connection from Lakeland Village.
oh,
The
So-
lot number 1 is actually served by Lakeland.
okay, so that was technically Lakeland's district, Lakeland's land.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, so there was a lot of monkey motion there for getting them to deny service to these lots, otherwise the port couldn't serve it.
okay. So when you said you're gonna put an air vac in at the highest elevation, I would have that done. I would just make a note of that.
Is that, you said lot one's not serviced?
Yeah, lot 1's not serviced by the port.
And that
Why
was,
does it show,
serviced- it's
why does it
ser-
show a water line going there then?
Cause that's,
That needs to be removed, and it will be removed.
So that water line,
That was part of their old plan, they know that they have some adjustments to make.
so that line's coming out.
Yeah.
It won't be
a
installed.
couple things. It was handy, to me, it was handy to have the water line that they showed for coming off of Lakeland, because I had sewer, stormwater and all this. So it was helpful to see where things intertie. There's a lot of confusion in my mind. Because they show. Okay, do you know whether they're still gonna do the fire hydrant off of Lakeland?
Yes, so they don't need a fire hydrant for this, everything's within range of the hydrant.
So that whole fire hydrant thing's gone?
Yep, no, it's got this hydrant here that's installed at the Kitsap housing, phase 2. And I believe the other approval was that there's a fire hydrant on Lakeland that's within that.
Okay, because the plan that this firm had before, when they were coming from water for the Lakeland portion. Had a fire hydrant in front of, in the middle of parcel 2. So that's gone?
Yeah, that's not in this plan.
No, well.
Well, because there's no gravity feed to service.
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with that, I'm just trying to,
Right,
you got two different okay, the material I got, it's got two different things, and so I'm like overlaying, trying to work out the overlay. The stuff you sent us
mhm.
had the first
Okay,
plan,
so the packet with all of with the application. All right, with
Right.
what they sent me
Yes.
originally, and then I said, well, wait a minute here. There's a bunch of changes here that you've made, where's the revisions? And
Right.
this single page is the revision, this single page replaces the same page in the packet.
okay.
So it would replace.
This page,
So,
third page, this is, one.
yeah, there's one, yeah,
This replaces this one.
yeah, I think so. Okay. I'll run with that, we've already talked about this other line. That goes away, that's going to 1, okay. As far as, originally when they laid this out, they had a turnaround or hammerhead, whatever you want to call it, here in the middle of, in the lower end of lot 2, parcel 2. So. Easement wise, typically you like to try to get these near property lines and things like this. So are we gonna run at a 45 or whatever it is, 40 degrees like that, or are we gonna go more up the property line or?
believe the intent was to run it the way it's drawn.
Okay. Cause I mean, basically between what they got for the sewer, the stormwater and the water. So one, so it's a scale here, 20. And so they got about, at one end about 30 feet, 35 feet, and the other end about 20 feet. Maybe. At the lower end, the end towards kids site housing, 25 feet, and the upper end towards their little road. About 40 feet between the water, sewer and stormwater. I mean, it just seems like we're kind of eating up, maybe it's not a problem, but it just seems like we're eating up a lot of land here with easements.
Yeah, because the easement will literally have to run on either side of the water line there.
Right, and then they got to do the same with the storm and the same with the sewer.
Yeah.
Wasn't the sewer running down the middle of the road?
Yeah, but see where it goes across lot one there today, right here?
Yeah.
It's like, looks like to me about 10 feet off that corner of the duplex, maybe. I'm just eyeballing it. Right
That's
here.
the sewer, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if, I'm just saying, it seems like a lot of right away. But if that's what they wanna do, I mean, you know, in the end, the port's gotta maintain this, so. At least their portion of their easement,
What were you thinking there, Jeff? You wanted to put that closer to?
trying to get, try to see if
Well,
they,
maybe it's more that they need to be made aware that they're literally eating up a lot of land in easement that may not be able to be used in the way they want to when they landscape it.
right,
Cause now you can't put any trees there.
yeah, that's what I'm going.
Shrubs, so that's gonna have to be addressed and talked to them about.
Okay.
Make sure that they're okay with that, because that's gonna be the way the easement will have to be drawn.
I mean,
You have to have a 10-foot separation between the storm.
Yeah.
And that. So
Yeah.
10, 20.
I'm just saying that the way they got this at the road, it's really wide, there it looks like maybe pushing 30. At least, and then
Cause
down,
it's a 15-foot easement on either side, correct?
huh,
Yeah, it's a 15-foot easement on either side of the line,
you got 15 feet on each side?
I think so. Not 10.
some stuff varies, but yes, I mean, it's pretty
That's-
normal. You gotta get equipment in there and stuff to dig it up and do repairs.
But I mean, that's 30 feet.
Yeah. It is.
Correct.
Which I mean. Yeah, I've always worked in, 20s, but that's fine. Well, anyway, I just bring that up, that's one issue I see. And if that's what they end up wanting to do, fine, it just seems a little weird that they would eat up that much space.
I've got one thing here, so I wanna make sure that this 8-inch, no, it's 4-inch PVC. It is C900, I see that now.
Right,
And then, is there a blow off on this?
Yeah, there's literally a blow off at the end. Blow off assembly.
yeah, see down there.
Oh, yeah, I
in the
see a
print,
blow off assembly, boy, it's thin, okay,
4 to 2,
right, and then I would make sure that that is extended past the last tap, maybe by 10 feet or something, cause. You don't want that last guy, you want a 10-foot buffer there. So 8 foot, 10 foot. And set the blow off. And
You set the blow off, but you also have the air vac separate for the blow off.
oh, yeah, so the air vac will be placed at the highest point, so it could be in the middle, you know. It doesn't
Okay,
have
so
to be
it's
at the
just,
end.
it's the highest elevation point of the pipe.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that'll vary wherever it goes. And then the meter set. Normal operation would be not to put it on the customer's private property, but
right,
adjacent to that. I don't know where these are going, so. And so that's kind of normal.
so we need to know, I guess, the thing I can see there is you need to know what's gonna be the easement on this driveway. You know, this, because if it's only to curb or, pavement to edge of pavement, that's one problem.
it doesn't really.
Because technically the way these are all set up, because they're in the middle of the lot, all these are on. Until they define what the easement is, they're all on private property. All these.
Right, so there should be some property stake.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
but see, the corners are here and here, but yet your meter set is right in the middle, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? We need to know
So
what
you're
they're
saying
saying.
that number two property basically covers across the road and on the
Yeah,
other side?
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, what are they gonna?
I look at it's in the it's in the easement.
we don't know what the easement
Well, if you
is,
look at, I mean, if you're looking at it, you
but
talk about the meter set.
is that the easement?
Outside looking at the road, looks like you got the road design, and then you got this dash line is the easement.
Yeah, what is that?
It's
dash
easement,
line?
that's the easement, looks like.
That's,
Okay.
but that's an interesting dash, I mean, so they got easement way up between the houses too?
Well, you got your stormwater, you got your sewer,
but-
you got your
But
water.
they're saying they, like, it looks like a paved driveway almost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that looks like maybe a turnaround, be able to come there and back up, turn around, maybe.
Oh, they changed
See
it.
it?
It used to be on the low side.
Yeah, they did change the way the turnaround was.
So there's meters, and the meters, the one, there are, oh, it looks like they're in the easement.
Okay. But close to their property.
Well, except the number 1 and number 4 is not.
One doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's Lakeland.
No, number 4.
Yeah,
Number 4 is on the edge of the property in the easement.
okay.
Well, they just gotta clear that up a little bit more. Make sure that's, I guess my intent would be to make sure that dotted line is the easement.
But these ones, they'd have to be driver boxes or something if there, unless there's landscaping between the duplexes. Is in the middle of the road, middle,
Yeah, I don't know.
that's what I saw.
Yeah, I'm highly concerned, and when they're up there doing their development, that there normally stakes, it says. Edge of road,
Yeah.
edge of right of way, edge of easement, edge of this,
Yeah,
edge of that,
and I-
property
I
line.
could handle not having that at this moment, as long as each one of these had a legend and was identified. So I knew what I was looking at.
But when these go in, this property gets cleared and stuff, are the engineers not staking out everything, so it's clear that anybody
I don't
drives up there
I
to
don't-
see it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The edge of right of way staking is necessary bare minimum for us to see where. Make sure that our boxes are actually in the right.
My question would be so see where you come in off the left side there on the high side, you come in there for near parcel 1. Just all we need to know, or at least all I need to know is that dash line that's not in the road, the easement. I just wanna make sure it's not a sidewalk.
No, it couldn't be a side,
Why couldn't it be?
it would be a sidewalk to nowhere.
Welcome to Allyn.
And I'm just like, your water lines, your sewer lines, your stormwater are all within those dash lines. If you look at the
Yeah,
laid out,
no, I agree.
so it's side that most likely would be your right of way, and then you have the road, then you get your right of way.
Well, except for where the main comes from. Gets that housing into their development.
Yeah, there it's not, see.
There it's not.
See,
But that's not a road, is it?
no, but it's,
That's just going to the,
no, but back to the issue, you wanted easement.
Yeah.
And if saying, so they show easement here, if this is an easement. Then they should have showed it here. Also. Down here where we come and connect in above Kitsap Housing. Right
they
here,
kind of do. They
No.
just forgot to, they kind
No.
of screwed that up a little bit, because you got this dot
See,
line going here.
Originally,
You got
when
this
they.
dot line going here, but the water line is outside that.
When
So
they
I'm-
originally planned this development on this part, they were going to put the road here where the sewer line is coming in,
Right.
into the development. And they couldn't come to terms. So they didn't, it was too much money for them, apparently.
wow,
So the only road in and out comes from
Yeah.
Ellenview and Lakeland.
yeah, right,
And now there's really no connection point other than the utilities.
What does that mean to coordinate install with adjacent property owner? For the water?
That would be the Kitsap housing portion. They're supposed to be coordinating with the install, even though they're installing it at different times.
I guess my only issues are making sure these easements are square, however, whatever that means. That we've identified them, we know where we are, and that's the way you really wanna,
Yeah, the one I see, it's got outside of the easement, if you look at this, is the water line.
yeah, no, I agree.
Cross it cross over to parcel 2.
I agree based upon what your assumption is, of that being an easement. You know, right there. Kind of interesting to have the easement in the corner of the house.
Yeah,
There's some things here that would be, you know, it's not the end of the world, but it's like a little less than optimum. You know what I'm trying to say, Travis?
Yeah, I do.
I do have a question. Is there more of these types of units coming in and more pressure lines going to be laid in the future?
After this, no, not to extend off of this. This is a dead end.
Okay, and then how far is this 4 inch? Is this 4 inch starting out or is it already existing?
It's
for about-
it's existing. So it's existing with,
It's okay. My point is, this is a dead end. It's a done deal, but. You know, at one point, we might have been able to,
Right,
when it got late, we might have been able to put 8 inch in there. And then in time, put a fire pump in at the booster station. We probably could have set a couple fire hydrants with the fire pump. Everything, you can't do anything with 4 inch. It is what it is now.
right,
But in the future, if we have any more of these, we might look into it. Let's put some 8 inch in. We can, in time, get a fire pump at our booster station. And deal with that and maybe get a couple fire hydrants in, but on this one, it's a done deal.
if I was a developer, I would have just gone to Lakeland and said, okay. I don't need, let's just say, don't even need a connection, just let me put a fire hydrant, it's like right on the street above them. I mean, they could have just put a fire hydrant right on the top.
And has this been ran by Randy at all?
that's my next question. Are they making them do a fire suppression on these,
no,
you know?
because they're within range of the gravity flow
Okay.
hydrants. No, the reason it's so delayed is because, I mean, we should have been looking at this months ago.
Well, I was I know they're
It
changing,
was a fire marshal issue.
I know they're changing things for 2026, and all that's gonna happen for fire suppression and.
So the only things I have, and I'm pretty much done, is let's extend the main past that last tap for 8 feet or something. They can do that by moving the tap up a little bit or whatever. You put a tap right at the very end, that's a problem. And an airbag somewhere at the highest point.
But the 10 foot past the last tap is where you put your blow off to.
Yeah, that'd be fine. And you could maybe keep the same lay of pipe and maybe just move your tap up a
Right.
little bit, so there's some adjustment. Airbag just at the highest point and, that's all I have.
Yeah, Travis, all I have is the
The easement,
easement issues.
yeah, and I've got that down. We'll have a pretty long discussion about that because. That might actually have, I mean, that's. Whoever's buying lot 2 is going to lose a lot of their. Usable space on the other side of the road. It's kind of a weird design because you're gonna have all this space on the other side of the road. I mean, what are you gonna do? Put in a little fenced yard there or?
Yeah, they're duplexes, aren't they?
Yeah, but
The duplex
So
on the
you'll
high
make-
side.
a private yard on the other side of the road for each duplex?
Is there not enough to build a home there or is it not?
No, it's too small.
Looks like
Uh,
they'll just be left
Well,
vacant land.
Yeah, this is
Some
a vacant land.
No.
tall grass.
the problem is how they laid it out with the hill.
Yeah,
Right.
That's the problem. They could have put more in here. That, but they got. They, I mean, there could have been six duplexes in here.
Okay.
You know, based on zoning. But they ran into some technical difficulties.
Okay, no, I'll have all those changes made.
Okay.
And we'll-
I would say, anything else? Anybody else have Travis on that map?
I don't.
Just from Rono, how can we have separation, 10 feet of separation on those blow offs?
Cause, any sediment, anything that happens, it's gonna happen at the end of the main, it'll kind of
So
make its way
let
down.
it go further down.
Yeah,
Back into the water line.
yeah, so they don't get any minerals and all this stuff that's kind of there and.
Oh, no, that's what we call the organics.
You go test it blow off and all of a sudden you got dirty water coming out there for like the first,
Right, but they would be putting up with that.
yeah.
Okay, so you're good, Travis, with that, right?
Yeah, it kind of looks like, I'm not positive, but it looks like lot four, they've got the boxes
Yeah, that's what,
inside the right of way.
that's what, well,
It looks like they're in the right away.
it's confusing. It looks like it's actually in private property, not in the right of way.
Yeah.
And
Well-
that's what, Jim was talking about.
Let me ask you this, hang on a second, so normal operation, you would be forced to, as the developer, to run the water main to the farthest point of the property. And that's in the future, you could hook on later if somebody needed to hook on here, so technically that water main really should go to the farthest point. Of the property.
Except in this,
There's nothing to ever happen,
well, no, there's a lot here,
yeah,
but it's on Lakeland. On Lakeland system.
okay.
For reason, I do not understand why this section got.
Okay,
omitted.
I just wanna say for the future
Yeah.
then, that normal operation, water mains would be extended to the farthest point of the
Right, sure.
property, so the next guy could hook on there, because you certainly don't wanna go back and tear up this yard and everything to put water main in. So
Yeah.
that's something in the future that we probably need to really make a note of.
Like you're saying, there's no next guy
Hold
in
on.
this one.
Yeah, there is no
There's no
next,
next guy, or will ever be a next guy.
or supposedly, yeah.
Okay,
But never say never.
it's actually. Let me look at something real quick, because I think that we're a little off here, and I need some bunk information.
What?
It's lot four that's on Lakelands,
Oh,
not lot one.
gee,
Oh, then this is
They
drawn,
applied for lots 1 through 3.
so this is drawn wrong again.
Yeah, that part would literally has to be eliminated. And then you would have 10 feet of blow off past your meter at 3. And that's why they're showing the water drawn over here, but that needs to be removed.
okay, I'm highly confused here, so the meter and everything is not going to lot four at all.
Right, because Lakeland is providing water.
Lakeland's got that.
Okay, well, and that goes to show when I was raising the issue on the next lot, it's got that, so.
Well, if that's the case, and we're gonna leave the water main to our farthest point, I would continue to do that and just not set the meter. On lot 3,
Yeah,
where,
cause at some point lot 4 might need water.
yeah, we don't know what 20 years brings,
Yeah,
but
that-
yeah,
So you'd want the water to blow off and everything that is.
yep, I would leave it right there. They can tie in at the farthest point of lot 3. Like it shows, basically,
Yes, minus the meters,
minus the tap for
Yeah.
lot 4.
yeah.
Yeah, cause we don't know what the future brings, we might have to do water some.
And that's not to say that, this could be extended with a Department of Health, relook at the actual booster station and a redesign of other things, so.
So are they gonna update all this application and everything, or how does that work?
No, they don't have to update the application, just.
Oh, 'cause Cause it says right on here, 1, 2, 3, and 4,
Yeah, no,
on the application.
that'll, oh,
it says right here,
Yeah,
you want connection to 1, 2, 3, and 4.
that says plats 1, 2, 3 here though. And I don't
The
know,
application needs to be cleaned up.
which application we're looking at?
Well, it says that water connection to 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, no, that's
That's a-
that's a parentheses,
that's a parentheses.
yeah, it's 1 through 3 right
or
there.
1 through 3, okay,
Yeah.
that's just,
Yeah, that's a
example.
sample, yeah, that's an example in the italics.
Alright,
Travis, I would leave that water main at the end of it, all the way to the end of 3, okay?
Yeah, leave it there and.
Oh, yeah,
10 feet, you get your 10 feet there, you put your blow off a little further back,
yeah,
and then just eliminate the connection, fourth connection,
yes.
or the fourth key.
Okay, so I'm back over here at 1, cause I took 1 off the plate.
yeah,
So that's a nice igloo run.
And so is this coming up and basically making a T and not tying in anywhere, so 1 is gonna be a dead end also?
Yeah, well, one just is a separate service line that goes over to the,
See, they're tapping it right there before you get to the 45.
We're tapping it before the 45, I
Right,
don't see that.
You see that W going
Here.
right above the sewer?
right here.
Yeah, the tap right before it comes in there.
It comes out like this.
Oh my God, are you saying that this is water district service line all the way over here across the road?
Yep.
No. No, that needs to be water main laid over there, and that needs to be extended to the farthest point of one. There needs to be a blow off, there needs to be all that at the farthest point of one.
Here.
There's no way the district should have a service line just randomly flailed out to its road.
Was it showing a sewer line right there where,
Yeah,
right next to the water connections?
no, well,
Yeah.
yes,
That it is.
yes.
It's showing a crossing it.
No, but where the cluster is between the two driveways.
Yeah. they're literally-
That's the sewer connection, looks like.
Where the sewer connection and all the other locations are way far away.
Yeah,
Keep in mind, Travis, where this gets crossed here on all this stuff, it needs to be sleeved.
Yeah.
And I would have them sleeve the sewer than us, but
well, they'll probably wanna go the other way because these pipes are smaller.
I know that's where I wanna go, I'm just saying. But that needs to be sleeved, and I would sleeve the sewer, so. But I'll be honest, Travis, there's no way that I would highly suggest leaving that service line underneath the road flailed out like that, no.
Well,
That-
what's an alternative direction we can go from that?
Okay,
Going
so
back to the
that
edge of
needs
the
to
road?
be, that needs to be real water main if they wanna tap off there. And I would tap it off back towards the edge of the road, and I would put a T in there, and I would run 4-inch C900 all the way to the farthest point of one, and I would set a blow off. And I would catch the service coming by. Yeah, so you could be somewhere like this, couldn't the tap be here?
Yeah, that's what I was suggesting right there, and then it goes along the road
Yeah.
edge here. But then they're gonna have to be sleeved the whole way.
So let's see, so it would be something like this, so are you saying, this is the sewer here, right?
Yeah.
We
that's-
might be able to have 10 feet apart here,
Yeah,
might be able to have 10 feet apart here, and then run the service line. Underneath it, sleeve that. You could do that, but then I would set a blow on.
Because of this, you need a blow off there because it's the second line.
It's a dead end line. The dead end line, and if that's going back up a hill, which I got a feeling
it
it
is.
is, you need another air pack. That is another air pack somewhere on that line. I'm sorry, I gotta use the restroom, so.
No, I had that
Yeah,
problem earlier.
right, so.
Well, thanks for clarifying that.
I started looking at it and going, wait a minute here, there's something wrong, so.
Did that take me note on their plan as far as showing the water line coming to lot 4? Or does that not matter for you guys?
No, that'll have to be removed.
I missed, well, yeah, but showing that there were the water line comes from Lakeland down to there, or does
Yeah,
it?
that should be.
On here?
I'm gonna add that to it too.
But Lakeland's gonna feed off the Allenview side, right? Not down the road.
So,
And questions. Sorry, Travis. But no, This is one
Well,
of the, this makes,
I knew that this one was going to be the problem.
yeah, yeah.
At this point.
No, but this is good to have it hashed out and, you know. This is what we didn't do, you know, when we first originally had, the memory kit. This kind of hashing out, would have totally laid out things differently. But I'll still stick with my easement things. Make sure we're clear on that. And Travis, what,
Yeah,
this is kind of for Jim too. So if they're, let's just say they end up sleeving the water line, just because they're probably gonna do it that way. You want the sleeve where it has the spacers in it, right? Not just sleeve, but the spacers.
I normally have seen that and done that when I'm
Yeah.
trying to cross the road, like, we crossed Highway 3 up there at the roundabout.
Right.
But normal operation, they would just leave it. They would just throw another piece of pipe right.
I, because it's running contiguous. So,
The spacers are great.
yeah,
Yeah, they're great.
they're not that expensive for contractors. And I worked with the Searland when they did this one up here in Wheelwright.
Yeah,
And it was on the sewer, we put the spacers. But that worked really good, because otherwise they could have got kinked.
yeah, no, the spacers are great. I got no problems with spacers, so.
So what I'm leading up to, Travis, I don't think anywhere in our construction specs, we talked about how the sleeving's supposed to be. Other than it needs to be sleeved, but the sleeving needs to have the spacers in it, because that really does help lay out things. I wasn't a fan of them in the beginning, but once we did it, it's like, oh, okay.
cause you're literally looking at sleeving that whole run from where the sewer line. Cause it's gonna be right at that 10 foot.
Be 10 feet to the low side of the sewer line, and then all the rest away.
You don't have to sleeve it if you're 10 feet apart, only where you
Yeah.
cross.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying.
Across and you're not,
Yeah.
18 inches above. From,
Yeah, there's some, there is. some-
there's a height variance, yeah. Which, when this installation got done in Kitsap, they were so deep with the sewer that there was no
Right.
crosses. So they may be deep enough with the sewer here, we just have to find out.
Yeah,
That was handy, that first drawing we got that showed where Lakelands came in, which got changed.
Uh,
If we had that with this drawing, then we'd know. So if they can take their drawing they had before with the sewer layout and throw it over the top, or this over the top, interlace it, so we could see. Or something of that nature, because they had, on that drawing they originally did, it had the space, you could see the water roughly where it was coming, and then you could see what the storm and sewer elevations were of the pipes.
Mm.
But this one, you don't have that, and
I just don't like, the sewer line is way too close to the water boxes. It just is, unwanted. We're really right on top of each other, the way it's drawn.
if you extend the main, which they should, and in the future, we should. And I think it's maybe even in your developer extension manual now. That water main always needs to go to the farthest point of the property. At that point, you can. Maybe set service somewhere else or something, from what they got going on, cause. It looks to me like they're literally on top of each other on their original tab, so. Location, which is weird.
Okay.
okay, we beat that one up good now.
I'm glad you caught that, Travis.
Yeah.
That 1 and that 4, that was a big deal.
Yep,
Is this land cleared already? It's already cleared off or? is it
no, it
still
was
frozen?
not.
No, it has not been figured.
Okay,
I mean, it's basically de-treed, but it's like Himalayan black bushes. and
Right.
Stuff like that, you get, Okay. Next one. Number 5, on this one, obviously I have a conflict of interest. I'll participate in the discussion, but in the end, if there's any voting or decision, it's you two.
Yeah.
So what do you got going here, Jeff?
Basically, because I'm buying a couple water connections from the port, just to have it positioned that I can do something with lots later on.
So is the main already installed out
Yeah.
there?
And this is from my old system I sold to the port, there's a 4-inch main.
Which is one of these dotted lines out here.
No, that aerial's
That's-
for the other,
You're-
in this one. What's the one with the actual, not that one,
Not this one at all, okay.
that one.
Yeah.
That's out here, okay.
Well, we start with the actual drawings. And look at it.
Right.
Okay, so Jeff, where are you at here? So you got Blackwell Street, you got 4-inch water.
So come up to, which match, okay, that one's okay, fine. I'd actually provide 2 maps, one to lay the other lots around
We can
it,
go off that one, that's fine.
okay? So from the bottom, you start at Wade Street going north on Blackwell. You come up to Coughlin, but just before Coughlin, there are 2 lots I own. Parcels ending in 35008 and 35009 on the left side. Looking at the map here.
Yeah.
Okay, currently the meter box is there. I drew it as it is right now, but you know, if the committee decides to change locations, you know, we can.
Is the meter box there for both sides, Jeff?
It's only that right there between those 2 lots. One I own, one's a neighbor.
So there's another one for lot 8.
It could be worked that way.
You do need another meter, is that
Yeah,
correct?
I need 2, I'm putting 2 meters.
Right, so you got lot 8 and lot 9 here.
So technically speaking, the way I should do this is actually show tapping another tap. Okay,
And you're okay with the location of the existing one that's.
yeah, it's already there.
Yeah.
I
it's
mean,
existing.
not meter, but the risers there, yeah.
Okay.
Or center, I should say.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's pretty no brainer. So you gotta tap another service line and set another meter setter and box. Off of this existing line that's there now.
Right,
Okay,
and I would just, obviously, I'd change my drawing on the larger one from servicing it that way to putting a tap and bringing it straight on over here. On this, what would be this corner. In other words, right now, this one drawing shows water line coming here and then a feed here and a feed here. Clean it up like you're talking about. Put a tap here, just go straight to the corner.
I guess I'm confused. So I'm looking at this one here. So you're talking about tapping it right here and going to lot, between lot 8 and 9?
Yeah, on that one would be right. I'd tap it right here to go right there.
Between 7 and 8?
Yeah, because there's already a tap here for 8, 9 and 10. The way we're gonna end up doing it.
I thought we talked about something with a tap for each lot.
we have, I don't know if that's actually been implemented yet, or is that 2026 of January? I don't-
Yeah, that's when we pass all the existing, or once we have the written portion with the.
Or
drawing.
technically, they could tap, this guy here could tap when it comes due. Is it-
Right, so your existing service that you have now, what size line is that crossing the road on the service line?
On the service line, is 1-inch polys.
It's 1-inch poly, and it is. Right here at lot 8 and 9, right? It's literally,
Well, it's at the corner, the upper right corner. It doesn't matter, that, you can use that one, it's the same thing.
I'm just looking at the lots,
right, this
Lot 8 and lot 9.
here's lot 8, here's lot 9.
Yeah.
Where is your existing tap? Over here.
Yeah,
This is the existing.
right, this is sewer
Okay,
in the center.
okay, and where do you want your next tap to be?
We're gonna have to make it, based on this discussion, we're gonna make it right here.
between 7 and 8.
Yes,
I would make it here.
yeah, Yep.
And then while you're doing that, Travis, I would go ahead and. Okay, yeah, and then I would go ahead at this point, he pays his service fees and all that stuff that's spelled out, it
Right.
just is what it is. And I would lay another tap in there, I'd have the contract, hey, put another tap in there, put another line in that exact same ditch, hey, do everything in the exact same ditch. Get set up for the future for this guy, you're already there, you're already paying,
Oh,
this line exists?
this guy already exists.
Oh, he's already got a service,
It's up here, it's where he,
okay,
So where's this guy's water at?
so he's right there, his water's
he's
right
already
there.
exists.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he's off of between six
These
and
two,
seven.
these two are,
And this one, we don't have to dig a ditch, it's already across the road, okay.
Right.
Is there anything on 10?
so they,
Is there anything on 10?
no, because of the policy, you're saying you want one, whereas in the past, there was
Right,
9
yeah.
and 10. So he would have to put a tap.
So this would be a signal to this.
Yes, yes,
This one already has it to that, so you don't have a signal.
yeah,
Yeah, so I would wait for this next guy. Who owns that lot? Is that you?
no, they make the one before you get to
Okay.
Kaufman, it's another fellow out of SeaTag.
He'll just have to pay for another
Yeah,
service.
I've
and
tried to
pay
get a
for
hold of
another
him a
tap
number of
and everything,
times, yeah.
so that's- Okay. And that'll be, I'm hoping that the new standards get implemented maybe January 26th or something,
That's
you
fine.
know, so.
Yeah. And all we're saying right now is in effect, it's gonna be that, because the one already has one. The one that going to lot 9, 10, it's gonna be 9. You're saying only, right?
And where's the other one? at?
Yeah, so lot nine will be its own separate tab.
Instead of 9 and 10, it'll be just 9.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah,
already
and
there.
then 10 we'll have to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
then let's do-
Is this the other one? Lot 1? This one?
Oh, the lot one, no, it's
Is that a different one?
over here. We'll get to that.
And your lot 8 is already existing, lot 8, is that you
Right here.
also?
I own lot 8 and 9.
8, 9, I was talking about, so there's already water to lot 8.
No, 9.
There's water to 9 up in this corner,
Where 9 is.
where's lot 8's water?
He's had
We're
tap.
gonna have to tap.
That's a new tap.
Yeah.
That's new, okay.
That's look at this one. I think it's.
I gave it 2 and I probably was confusing it.
It's okay, but I'm with you.
Big picture of the neighborhood and then small picture of the lot.
I don't see any drawing, but
That's
the
what
idea is you're gonna take a.
That's the
new
one
map off
existing
the
to his
forehead
lot 9. He wants to put a
And
new
run
one.
I'm
it-
I'm
run
gonna
it
have
on.
to, I'm gonna have to update the
And this
drawing.
is the next one we're
Right.
talking at the top.
Cause I thought you were already both taps from.
Yes,
The one on lot
but it
8,
was,
and
but
then-
they want the standard, one,
Yeah.
and 2. It's really, if you were even gonna use the old standard, it'd be 9 and 10, they'd be off that 1, not 8.
Right,
Not the way I was doing it, so that's fine, I mean, I'm
cause
just,
literally you've got all the power and the sewer where
Yes.
you normally want to have.
yes,
So basically, I
So
mean,
it's two
until the,
individual taps.
until that's, there's the new change in place, say like 10, it'd be in his best interest now to get water right now.
yes,
Cause he's already got, he wouldn't tap it,
that's what,
but then as soon as it changes,
I know.
then everybody's got to re-tap it, so.
That's what I'm trying to do.
But
Gotcha.
But I also understand, and, we've clarified in policy that should I not bill in a year, I'm just gonna start billing. Cause I need to know that I got water.
That's literally the way they're all set up, and
Yeah.
if they don't. They only become void if they don't start building,
Right,
start paying the bill.
So I don't know if this will come up again, but say this came up again, so after 2026, and there's one water service. And Gene, this is, let's make up 8 and 9,
Yeah,
and is this first come, first served? As far as there was only one there, whoever like 8 or 9 came in and said, I wanna build out, you would have to. You just get that water service without tapping?
no, you'd have to tap at that point.
yeah, if 10 come in.
I would say, is there any more where there's water service already there between?
There are
And
some.
that's what I'm saying, so if I come in, it's
Right.
like first come, first served, so I'm coming in,
If that
I'm building
happened-
first, it's already tapped,
It's already
but
tapped.
I get it,
Yep.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tap it, but the next guy had to tap it,
Right.
okay.
That's how we'll clean up the.
Just trying to make sure
where we're at on it.
how that's gonna work out for people.
right,
Cause there's gonna be, there's several of those that are out there right now.
Right, so as a developer, looking at those, I'd be, you're looking at those, oh, this guy already has water, it might be a good time. to get
Yeah.
the
But
water
it
too.
won't relieve you from having to pay all the fees.
Right, it keeps you from paying to tap it and dig up the road.
Yeah, just the construction costs. And then, I mean, anything, any new taps, they all fall under literally. The water policy, the way it's stated. And then, well, we will be passing in January, those new,
Specification.
yeah, the specifications, because we'll have the written portion for them as well.
So the change that I hear we're putting through basically is we're gonna put one more tap and basically run to the corner there, of 8, where 8 and 7 is. That way it's clean,
Right,
and I'll provide you updated drawings to that effect.
please.
And then, these figures are correct.
Yeah.
They're correct.
Yeah. Okay, so on the easement, subject of easements, the easements for these lots are clear. I have them and I'll be providing the report. They cross nobody else, you know, there's no other issue there. With these two parcels. Anything else?
On this past one we just did, do we have to approve that? Like, for with
No,
with the changes, do you have to do that?
For,
Technically, do we have to,
yeah, you
Maybe
just
approve
provide recommendations, once everyone's, given me their input, then that's.
I guess what you're saying is, do you want a
do
motion?
we need a motion to approve that, I'm saying, technically, or do you?
Yeah, we can.
So, I mean, I make a motion.
Motion to approve the recommendation.
The recommendations with the changes for JDK builders,
Okay, and that was all the items we discussed tonight.
correct?
Yeah, I'll second that.
It's been moved and second. Any further discussion on that guy?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then on this first one for, the carries. We approved that with the,
Just say the parcel number, that way he'll be clear for him. Because we got two different transactions here, so.
well, lots 9 and 8.
Fair.
Lots 8 and 9, we approved that with the new connection service between lot 7 and 8. New tap connection. I make a motion to approve that.
I'll wait for Jim to think it through.
I'll second.
All in favor?
No, you can't call it, I got
Well,
it.
I thought you were participating, so,
No, but I call for the vote, but I can't vote.
okay, all right. You
Uh,
call though.
Before I say all in favor, any further discussion on the matter? None? All those in favor?
Aye,
Aye.
And I abstain.
perfect. I was trying to keep you out of it.
No, I understand, but I just
I got you.
abstain.
Yep.
Yeah, and then, it,
Okay, next one.
next one. Okay. Same area, but a different area. It's up to here.
Lot,
And again, this box is already in. It's 1-inch poly that's feeding it.
and the same one.
It does a little.
So, lot 1.
Okay. And that box exists also?
Yes,
The box on the upper lots, but on the lower lots.
no, there's a box on that lower lot.
There's a box on lot.
On the other side.
Yes,
Oh, okay, so that,
we've moved to the other.
that eliminates going off of the porch lines and can go onto those.
It's already,
I'm so sorry, the old gravity lines. This application for Red,
you're confusing me.
this application for Red Door, you're.
Well,
No, we're back on, we're back
No,
on
we
carry.
did, we did only one half of
Yeah.
mine.
We're on the next one for the carry for parcel, lot 1.
It's two different
I didn't
applications.
do a lot of thinking this time.
Yeah, it's on the second application.
Got it.
Do we have port water main running parallel with you on this street?
That they now do, when they bought my 4-inch.
Right. And you're gonna tap off your old 4-inch here,
It's already tapped.
already-
It's
already-
there, but the new one, lot 8's gonna be tapped off.
Yes,
And how many more, are these lots all developed up here, or are they just waiting, all these are waiting?
there's 3 more. So, one, on that side of the street, there's 1, 2, 3. 4 more lots on this, on the height, on your left side of the map.
Yeah,
And then on the right side, there's 1, 2, 4 also.
the reason I bring that up, but we're gonna have to be careful here and, I don't know how many connections your system can handle with the.
It's changing as we talk.
Yeah, with the pressure tanks and stuff,
Yeah.
and the other thing is. Does the port want to continue to go down the path of? hooking into your 4-inch line and not hooking into the port's line. Is there any pressure on the port's line there enough to handle this?
Well, when we implement the Department of Health,
Yeah,
that will allow the port to extend lines further. It will allow, they actually extend,
right, I just didn't wanna keep putting taps all the way
Right.
down off of the carry line,
Right.
we're sitting there with a ductile line or
Yeah.
C900 line.
no, technically speaking, I don't see the port running a line down that portion of Blackwell anymore.
Okay.
At this, but even if something happened way to the north, it would be running either at Wheelwright, which is 300 feet east down the hill. That would be a big truck, 8-inch, or it'd be on the alley that I proposed, before we got the committee even set up. Running down the alley backside to get the high side of the plat.
Well, what size is that port's line that's running parallel with you on Blackwell?
From Blackwell, it's from Wade Street south.
Oh, wait, this one,
Yes,
okay, what size is that one?
mine's 4 inch all the way.
And the old port line though? the old-
8,
It's 8,
8.
and you don't ever see the port ever putting 8 up through here, you know?
Not that 700 feet, no.
Okay, all right, that's all.
And if something happened up north, I would say bring it in either east. On the next street or the upper, in other words, how to
No, I'm
describe this?
with you there,
Yeah, okay.
gotcha, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see where the system is, we're not extending any more
No,
4-inch line anywhere.
No,
It's the extension of 4-inch line on the pressure side of the system is done.
yeah,
Like this one's already on lot one, it's already, there's connection there, so.
Right.
The geotech connection there is,
That's
that's
good with that.
yeah,
I make a motion, then we approve the second application for lot one, and I just want to confirm again that those figures are correct on the backside.
approve the recommendations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, yeah,
make sure we get our recommendations in there.
approve the
We're not
recommendation.
making any decision.
no,
I'll take all that weight and responsibility.
yeah, we're just making
To
a
the
motion,
commission.
our committee is just making a motion to approve this. And like I said, those figures are correct?
Yeah.
Alright,
you made a motion.
is there one question, so that's $8,000 and basically general facilities charge or something for the port?
Yeah, so, yeah, the 6,000 is the general
Right.
charge, 1,700 is the application, and then the rest of it's just the
Meter drop.
meter
there.
drop.
Okay, is there a minimum charge for the contractor to go out and put it in, or is
That's
that
all, everything is on them,
to do it?
including our costs to inspect and any costs that we incur putting their system, putting their system in.
Okay, so there should be more than that because,
See, once we approve this, then they don't get their water availability letter until they sign the developer's certificate.
and the remainder fees are paid.
Well, those are the full fees.
these are,
Okay,
Yeah, those are the full fees.
okay,
The port does collect a 15% surcharge on any fees that we do.
my little district, we charge $7 a foot for inspections.
Right.
So, and that's all part of that.
No, it's not.
Okay, so
That's
that'll
all
be
extra.
extra. Okay,
And that's all just time and
construction
materials.
is extra.
That's time and materials for the ports and ports.
okay,
Yep, plus 15%.
right on.
So you need the second,
I second the approval of the recommendation.
and before I ask, all in favor or not, one thing I want to let you know too is easements are straight on that access except for one corner. Roughly 30 feet of that run. And I'm working with the attorneys to work that
Yeah,
out.
that, no doubt.
Yeah.
No good.
So all in favor?
I,
I abstain. Motion passed. You read Daryl. I print colors. I keep it straight.
For.
You saw the audited file numbers I sent you, right?
I didn't even look at it.
No.
I saw that you sent it to me.
These are for 4 parcels? Is that correct?
I think so.
Yes, it is one.
Both times.
Cool. So, I can answer a couple questions. In each of these four parcels, the trunk line is run right beside the property line and. On the two, I've labeled as parcel 3 and 4, they labeled parcel 3 and 4.
Well, let's see, what
Well,
are you
what we're
on?
looking at, so,
I'm looking at one of the pictures. Big one of the pictures.
what lots are we even looking at?
Yep. They're looking at
Okay, parcel 4.
parcel 3 that's 2 of the 4.
That's on this one, and then,
And then they're looking at these two down here.
That's parcel 3 and 4 on the high side.
parcel 11 and 12. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So we're looking at parcel 4 and parcel 3 first.
right. Okay, parcel 3 and 4 have a polyline to it. But no setter. Just, it's
Is there
probably
one line crossing over there, or does each lot have, each parcel have its own?
one line. Just a sec here, hold on 1 second. And then. Okay,
Is that a solid line for the water line?
I'm colored, so here, just a second, the green, there's 2 different lines, I was showing where sewer is and I was showing what,
I'm assuming the sewer is the green line,
yes,
and the white, perhaps the white line's the water.
yeah.
Right.
And correlate water. Color code, okay, so they're between the 2 lots. All right, just a second here.
There's already water there,
Right, between the 2 lots is water, but only 1 tap.
but we're following the old guidelines, so.
Yep.
That's fine, so they just need a
Right, and
meter center times 2.
all these other houses are tied in the same way. That are there right now,
So it needs a double meter.
yep.
Is that correct, Travis, what you see?
And if I read that, auditor's file correctly, the way they create the parcels and everything, that whole 20-foot wide road is their easement. So, there's easement for all the line.
Is this
Where's
the
that
property
at?
line?
Yeah.
That,
You can't hardly see it
I
probably
mean,
there.
it goes like this,
It goes
Yeah.
down the middle of the road.
and like this.
Yeah, down the middle of the road, you kind of see it going off at angles, yeah,
So is there a building or something that goes through?
say that again.
Is there a builders on the property line you goes through?
Yeah, he's been parking stuff there. They'll be pulling right out.
Alright, so just use a double meter and that satisfies that, right?
Yeah, there's nothing else really to this guy.
Okay, we'll move on to. Also 11 and 12.
Here, they will have to make a tap and might have to extend the pipe because right where I show the oval circle is where the blow off is. So they'll either have to extend the blow off or go back, one way or the other to get 10 feet away from the blow off you're saying.
And does that need to be on the property line?
Yeah, where in the hell are we?
Over here. So here's the water line,
This is the
I
one.
believe.
Yep.
So it ties in right there. It
Okay,
looks like the property line is over here.
right, and
Yeah,
these are the lots here that need water.
Yeah, correct. And they're kind of a triangular shaped lots.
So is that water line on their side of the road? No.
It comes right. See that
I
kind
still
of,
think it's easier to extend water from the other side of the lot.
huh? Pardon me?
The other side of the, off the Port of Allen's gravity lines.
That's whichever way you wanna do it, I don't care.
Is there water already here?
Yeah,
What's
there's
this?
water
Yeah.
What's this representing? I'm confused.
right here. There's
Where-
water right here. The
So this is
Port
the
of
water
Allen main
coming in.
lines are right here.
So it's coming from here?
Oh, that's power.
And this is the,
That's power.
What's this? Power?
Flow.
these aren't the gravity
Where's
lines,
the-
these are the pressure lines from,
So
Jeff's old system.
This is
I
Jeff's.
can't
system.
see the thing.
But there's also gravity line right here.
See
Well, I see the
it?
circle there, but I
Yeah,
don't see
and
the
then
line.
you've got the
It's-
property line right
it's
here.
lighter
Literally
for some
just
reason.
tap and literally,
Originally,
put two
see, I sent,
boxes in
it's
right
dotted.
here,
line,
right on
I
the
think it
property.
is.
Why is this here?
Where's the
and
water
then Why
connected?
is this offshore?
I don't know what this is. Jeff, can
Oh,
you
you don't know
explain
what that is?
what this is here?
This shows is that the water line here?
Those are boundaries
That's boundaries.
of the, here's the problem, when they record this lot, they have the lot's legal description, it's like where this red line is here. And you see it's right in the middle of the road and all that. This is all easement on this black dash line and this black dash
Yeah.
line,
Where's the water? So I'm confused where the water line is at.
Yeah.
it's right there,
Okay, what's this?
that's water line.
And what's this then?
You see, the problem is you can't see the color difference.
Yeah.
Well, you don't, on yours, you don't even have this line in here. You don't even have these lines in
He
there.
does, they're black.
Oh,
Oh,
we have black too.
Hmm,
So we have black, but you don't
Yeah,
have,
what are-
you don't have these lines in going here.
that's the
You can have this
green,
one, you can have
that's
that
the
one.
green,
that's the green,
that is the green,
this is green, right
that's
here.
sewer, yeah.
No, but this
So
dotted
this is the
green,
water line here.
this dotted green, even though it's green, is power.
Okay, but this is the water line.
Sorry.
This is the water line we're talking
See,
about.
somebody, here's the thing, this developer called me up, said, where is the stuff? I said, okay, let me give you a quick aerial, I'll show you where it is. Well, see that, never built as-built.
So let me ask you this, I wanna make sure, Scott, this is the water
This is
line
water
going
line.
here, and it dead ends there, or does it teeth?
It dead ends,
It
That's a
dead
dead end.
ends.
it
right
blows
there.
off.
And
It
this is
has a
the,
blow off.
this is the connection that goes up the street.
Yep,
So this is the water line goes like that.
yep,
Alright.
Hmm.
So like that.
so, but this one has options, right, Travis?
Yeah, so I'm bringing that option up right now.
Are they gonna face
This
their
is-
homes to the angled street here?
I have no idea, I've not seen the plans.
More than likely. Hmm.
Travis needs to explain something to you here shortly.
And there's no water up here.
Yeah,
No, there is,
there's fourth water
Yeah.
up there, not, this is Carrie's old water,
and the,
that's
and the
fourth,
quartz water's running down like this,
and it can be fed via gravity.
yes,
But the water, this water already here.
right,
Yeah.
but.
Okay, so
I gotta figure it out now. Now we
Me
need, now,
too.
now we need to see the.
the thing is right here. That's Drum Street right there, right? So there's the main line right here for the gravity feed, and it comes to an intersection here. But if you just tap off the main line right here and come right to where this property line is, right here,
You can
you
split
you can
both,
split both of them and you're done.
you know, or.
You don't have to mess around with all the stuff that's going on up
Yeah,
there in that
right,
corner.
yeah.
I think that's,
I guess what stuff's
that's
going
the
on.
best recommendation. and I
Well,
think
he's
the
talking about the
easiest.
power, the sewer, everything that comes in that.
No, I agree with you, because if we stay here on Carrie system, which to be honest, I'm trying to get off of the booster pumps and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
I would
that's
love to go gravity
That's fine,
more, and then if we did this, I would have to say this gentleman would have to run the water line on both ends all the way to.
I think this is gonna cost him more than doing this.
Oh, absolutely.
I guess-
And if we stayed here, I would suggest to do that, but I don't see any problem up here, except the meter boxes are gonna be in the backyard. Cause you know he's gonna put a house facing here.
What's the problem? Just put a double meter center there.
Well, it's right on the end of the line, there you would have to run some water somewhere to get away from the dead end. It would be, he
Well,
would
it's
be,
not, the property lines, at least the property line's over here.
yeah, but the
So-
water line dead
So
end.
could you put the,
you're just saying there's not enough room.
No, there's room, but there's room, but he's gonna get every bit of
Yes,
debris that ever happened at the dead end of the line. Right,
yes,
cause that whole line
yes, that's
ends
true,
there.
but I mean, if you set that off, set that blow off there.
Yeah, he would have to set a couple chunks of pipe or a chunk
Yeah.
of pipe or something,
Yeah.
and then do a tap, and we'd have to move the blow off and all that, yes. Which is not a big thing. The
Is there
only
already a
thing-
blow off there?
Yes,
yes,
There's already a blow off
the
there.
only thing is, it's back onto the pressure system, which is, puts a strain on everything, every service gets added to that, it's a little bit more drama,
Yes.
this other line is just gravity off the tank.
right, once, if you. And I don't disagree either way, whichever way, it doesn't bother me one way or the other. One thing, Jim, you gotta keep in the back of your mind is, when the report goes out, and we can't really get into this, cause this is a special meeting for this, but the report's going out for bid on that DOH thing, for the intertie. In effect, all that boosted area, the bladders, is gonna be boosted by by gravity now. In other words,
It's all at full, okay.
yeah, so in other words, the flow is gonna be contiguous. It's not gonna have the cycling like of every 105 gallons. It's gonna keep going.
Yeah, it'll have that pressure reducing.
Have we got-
Combination valve.
Have we got those prints yet from all done and all that? or-
No, I was gonna bring that up, but
Oh.
Travis brought to my attention, since this is a special meeting, we can only discuss really the items on the agenda.
Okay.
So why keep it? There's plenty of things to discuss.
Yeah, my only thing is if the water's already there, I mean, if it's easy to put it. Tap into it right there and put a meter, 2 meters right there.
There's water here too.
There's
But
water,
so what's the lay of the land? I mean,
it falls away this way.
so
So
I mean,
it's higher,
if you're gonna build, I mean, how would you, I mean, right now, you might look at, it, you're gonna put a house here and a house here, and you're gonna come off from this street right here.
let me go-
More than likely.
And so you'd want the meter system in between these two lots on this end.
Right, so the only place, if you come off the port, it'd be right in here, so where you end up putting the meters.
Right, but I said for the development side of it, you most likely be
Yeah,
facing this street
if you
here.
want, yeah, most likely.
Right, so you'd want your meters on this side technically
Right,
in between the two
because
lots.
there's a ridge. From here to here, you gain 8, probably 8 feet from here to here. So it's kind of like,
And you can't put a blow off, there's already a blow off there. So you can't come back behind that a little bit and tap into that. And then come over to the property line,
Brian, need to have maybe.
come over here.
you can do anything.
The property, let's say the property line right here, I'm talking about, you have a blow off here, then come back just a little bit, and then run in this easement here, you run your meters over there to the property line.
Well, you would move the blow off and you would run maybe 10-15 feet here and then set the blow off at the end of the line and you would put your taps, 10 feet away or something, or 8 feet away. At the very end. Yeah,
Right, well, the property line's here, so the end, that's here, so you'd have to come off of there.
yeah, so
And
you
go
would put
over
a
here.
90 on that,
90 on here, come over here,
10 feet,
and then
15
10
feet.
feet past that, put a blow off.
Yeah, and put a
And
blow
then
off
put your
there,
meters, right there.
somewhere in between, yes, sir, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
To me,
possible.
that'd be the least amount of work for the person developing the property.
And I'll be honest, I don't know what the current standards are for the Port of Allen. But I do know what standard practice is. If we hook on there, that water line is supposed to be run to the farthest point of that guy's property.
Which kind of makes almost no sense.
But you wouldn't need to do that because you have water up here to tap onto.
Right,
So you just need,
unless in time, this is gonna get tied in. This could get tied
And
in.
not the way, not with that Department of Health set, there's gonna be about a 15-pound difference.
Okay, yeah, that's what I don't know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what I do know is, I would set 2 meters on this back side here and tap it off
Yeah.
the existing port main line here. What size is this line up here?
8.
Yeah, I would tap it off of there and he's gonna have his meters in the backyard more than likely. And that's
Just
what I,
wait.
well, I guess why do we need to do that though? I mean, it's more cost to the property owner rather than just attaching it.
No, the-
running there.
he's gonna have to lay some pipe in here and he's gonna have to move the blow off.
And it's gonna have a lot of little utility
Yeah,
work to do.
this here would be,
There's nothing there, it doesn't look like.
oh yeah, there's
Oh,
water main.
No, this,
Here, there's water main up here.
so there's water main
I'm
here,
talking about just right here.
there's power, phone, water main.
Cause the water that stops here, there's a bunch of stuff right in this vicinity.
Right, but he's gonna have to run, he can't go any further in, so that means he's gonna be right on top of the utilities. So, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, well, I can't, like I said, this doesn't really show,
Yeah,
it doesn't show, I mean, this doesn't really
So
show all the
you've
utilities.
got power and sewer all bound up in here.
yes,
Yeah, I get that.
There's a
This
vault
doesn't
and
show it on
transformer.
this very well
no,
laid
that's,
out.
that's the problem, he asks for a picture and then he sends it in, and it's like, well, you didn't ask for a full scale drawing. This is red door. This is what happens when you help somebody, show somebody where stuff is, and then
Right.
they take the shortcut.
So basically, if they wanna put it here, we're gonna need more drawing. To show all the utilities.
Right,
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more and a lot of, it's more extensive.
They're gonna have to put a piece of pipe in.
I mean, at this point,
To blow off.
At this point, you're gonna have to have an engineer draw this on.
whereas the other
Or
side,
the other side,
Just tap it.
we don't need an engineer, it's just a tap.
yeah,
If he wants to avoid the engineering, he puts it on the backside.
Yep.
That's gonna be my recommendation.
That's mine.
Because this is not showing enough for me to say, okay,
No,
this
no.
is a simple,
Well, see, that,
simple job.
you know, like I said, I'm not an engineer, and all he asked for is, okay, roughly where stuff is. I sent him, and I didn't realize he was gonna use this as his application.
Boy, I just look at it, to me, simple look at it, you run 20 feet of pipe from off the elbow off that end. You
Right.
run 20 feet of pipe, 10 of it goes to your meters, and you go 10 past that and goes to a blow off.
Blow.
And you're
You're
right.
gonna,
It's
you would have a
simple,
T here with
I
two.
mean,
blowholes.
simple 20-foot ditch, you did it, you're done pretty quick.
But it's loaded full of crap. Trust me.
So I see that property line being off to the side where that T is.
If that's true of the property line, those always don't. To me, it's simple fix, 20 feet of pipe, you got that thing done, but if there's a bunch of stuff in the ground.
Like anything, it can be done. It's just how you,
I think
You
I
clean-
just approach it with the options. I
yeah,
mean, you
just
can-
give them the option.
He can put them either place, but here we're gonna need a whole lot of locating and a whole lot of drawings showing us where the
Right.
utilities are.
You guys can bring that over to the property line,
Yep.
put 2 meters in
Yeah.
there and then go past there with the blow off. Where
Where's
you have to deal with all that, otherwise,
Over there.
one tap
Yeah,
to the property line.
voila, done.
Is the meter, is there anything else other than water up here?
If he stays,
There's the corner of the property.
yeah, so if he stays in here, there's nothing,
Where's the water line run up here?
right here. And it goes like that.
It goes up the street here?
Yep. Yeah, and this way.
Something like that, like that.
Yeah,
So basically you could tap once and go in there with 2.
I would have him tap right here.
Well, the property line's right here.
No, he's probably.
There's one right here.
Hold on.
I'm looking at it right here,
I know,
Line's
hold
right-
on.
right up there.
Say,
Yeah, right in the corner.
what I do is catch it right here. So that he can go straight to here to catch the water line. And then all he has to do is cross here to serve that and cross here to serve that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, right, so.
Yeah.
Wherever you want, where the easiest
Yeah,
tap. but
yeah,
You're putting 2 meters right on the property line.
right,
Yeah.
but get above the 90 a little ways. That's all I'm saying.
Guys, those are the options. I don't know is that all paved?
This is paved,
Is this paved?
paved.
Oh. So up here, you're cutting the pavement and going, tapping it going in. up here
Actually,
On the shoulder.
if he does it right, you're gonna have to cut any pavement. The roads in the center and the pipe is 8 to 10 feet off the pavement.
No. I'd say those are the 2 options on that. Sounds like if that's true, that's the way it's laid up, it's probably cheaper to
Yeah,
tap
yeah.
that than worry about digging the power lines.
Yeah. I will explain both options to him and let
Okay.
him decide how he wants to go about it. I mean. In the end, I mean, I think it's full feasible, but attaching to the gravity feed seems like the cheaper route.
And the other things on here, this application, like, do they put all the maps in there, or do you guys tell them what to put in here?
No,
Let's figure it
he
out.
provided all this information, I didn't, I gave him the suggestion when I showed here where I circled an area and said, hey, you can put it right there and. Off the gravity line.
No, I'm talking about all these applications, the cost, how much he's gonna pay,
Costs all come
Nothing.
from you.
Yeah, I provided him that information, so.
Right,
well, nothing, I know it said there's nothing there on this
Yeah.
application, so to say how much they gotta pay for it.
Nah, he had me send it to him in an email, so, alright. And then he paid that amount, so,
What if there's nothing?
That's what I'm saying, there's nothing.
yeah, I see that.
There's nothing to prove there to show them what he's paid, so.
He's paid the full amount for 4.
so taking on a word that, no problem, but the word that Travis got the money.
So it's like $32,000.
Yes,
He got it.
no, his checks have been deposited and it was 16,125 for 2 lots, times 2, you see 2 checks.
I entertain a motion. It's been,
Well,
to approve that.
Well, I don't think there's nothing to prove, we need to find out what he wants to do.
Well,
first.
we approve it.
Right, so we make a motion. to
We're
approve it.
making a motion to approve either way.
Yeah, well, we approved the first two,
right?
because there's already water there. Right,
And then the second, yeah, let's actually have him bring the choice and we'll review it again. So we approved the first two, 3 and 4,
right.
and 11 and 12, we
We need to,
defer until he's made his
he needs
decision.
to decide what he wants to do with that.
Okay,
So. We clean that up, or you good?
he made a motion basically to approve.
First two, and
Lots
then,
three, parcels 3 and 4, up at the upper end of Brady Loop.
and then he'll come back with this, so what he wants to do for the,
Yeah, and then
Second two lots.
the changes and
But
in which direction he's
But,
gonna go.
but we'll just keep this one to the lots 3 and 4,
3 and 4, I'll second the motion that we approved
3
that.
and 4, okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then the other one you'll send back and we'll see it again. One way or the other.
Good.
Done. I'll take a motion to adjourn. Oh, second public, thank you.
Nobody's there, though.
Nobody here? Anybody there? No.
No, you're good.
Thank you. I'll now entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that.
All those in favor, thank you.
Aye.
Thanks, guys. Nothing to it.